Hello everyone, welcome back. And this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Sagittarius for the week of August 17th. And at this time I'd like to give a very special thank you to everyone out there who has been subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed, as well as all the thumbs up on all the videos that you've watched and hitting the hype button. Thank you. And of course, all the lovely comments. It is so nice to hear from everybody. I truly appreciate it, and it helps. So thank you again. Okay. Finding your inner strength. Following your guidance this week. Knowing to calm yourself down, talk yourself off the shelf a little bit. And you're very passionate about something new, a new way of approaching things, people, places, and things, and it takes strength and focus to do that. And you are finally, calming that within yourself, knowing this is the best way to handle some things in your life at this time in particular. Queen of Cups. Yeah. Making new rules for yourself. And a lot of them are in the love department. You're making sure that what you desire in someone else is what you're putting out there to the world. So, which is good. You're developing more inner strength to deal with different areas of your life, like family, friends. And you're being much more diplomatic. So things are starting to flow into you, like you're getting more information from some people than what you had expected, and you are okay with it. Like you are really in a much calmer place this week for yourself. You've managed to heal yourself in some area, which brings you to more peace in your life. Ooh, Three of Cups. Looks like there's a celebration coming in. Teamwork, friendships, celebration, a cycle of supporters. You've got people behind you that actually care. And you're starting to realize exactly who they actually really are. And it takes a lot for you to admit that, but you're doing it. So you're getting more invitations to go out and enjoy your life and have a good time. And you're all about those experiences, but you're being much more wiser as you do it. Like you're not taking so many chances, but it looks like there's a celebration that you're being invited to, and you've been hesitating about doing it, but you are going to, keep your guard up, but you're still going to go out to this event and enjoy yourself. Yeah, the Five of Swords. Understanding what your limitations are. You've been putting up with, it looks like, quite a bit from a few people. And this can be friends, family, relatives, co-workers. There's so much in the world. This is bullying, threatening, feel that you're being threatened. I'm not talking like I'm going to take you out behind the shed sort of threatens, but you can sense that if you don't act a certain way or do things a certain way, that there will be repercussions, and that's abuse in itself. So you've realized to remove yourself from those sort of people. You're understanding who is on your side and who is not, and you're respecting of yourself enough to stay away from it. And the Nine of Pentacles, yes, going more solo, understanding, liking your time alone, much more than what you have in the past, because there's things that you are going to accomplish in your life, like allowing yourself more luxuries. And luxury can be, a cup of coffee that you quite enjoy. It doesn't have to be a mansion on a hill. There's many different areas of luxury to each individual. And this is you enjoying your time, rewarding yourself. There's financial gain here. You're supporting yourself. You feel when you approach anything in life, whether you're trying to purchase it or go out and have a good time, can you afford it? And you can. So you're allowing yourself those little luxuries this week. And you're not so much worried about, if you're going to be okay, because you know you're going to be okay. So good for you. Yeah, Chariot. Look at that. Starting something brand new. Some of you, it looks like it's a trip that you have wanted to do for a while, and you've decided this is the time. You're not really making long-term plans here. You just decided to take an action. This is what I'm going to do. You have willpower, control, and this is your departure. You're moving yourself in a new direction with much more conviction and courage, knowing you're doing the right things for yourself. You're not trying to please the world anymore. You're actually taking care of you, number one. Before you put anybody else on that bus, you're making sure everything on that bus is just the way you want it. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. Making sure your finances are in good order, making good investments, hard working. Delays are over. Things are actually starting to come to you. Like the universe is searching out, looking for you. And this is, you've been wanting this for quite some time. And it's not like you haven't participated in this, but it's taken a little bit longer to get to where you want to be, but you're getting there now. You waited. This success coming in, delays are over. You handled yourself very, very good in front of others. If this was a job that you were after per se, and it really is helping you move up the ladder. People are starting to see not only what you bring, but you're a person of your word. You're a hard worker. If that's in the job realm, you bring a lot on offer, and they appreciate it, even if they're not saying it. But you're needing them to say it. And I don't blame you, because you should get recognition for what you do. And the Magician, yes. Something is changing around you, and it's because of what you've done for yourself. You've taken action. This is creativity. You manifested this. You wanted this, and you're finally getting your answer from the universe. There's clarity here, willpower, and skill. This is your self-confidence, because you are more than knowing. You're more than capable of doing whatever it is you choose to do in life. If you decided to climb a mountain, you can do it. If you decided to apply for a job, you can do it. But you are really making progress on your future because it's what you want. I don't think you're sharing a lot of this with anybody in particular. You're just going along being you. And the Six of Cups, very nice. Reunion, get-togethers, nostalgia, understanding where you're at, all your accomplishments that you've achieved, going back a little bit in your own right, in your own mind, spend a little bit of time alone. Maybe you've heard from somebody that you haven't heard from in a while, and it just gives you that time to relive a little bit of your happier memories in your life. And that can be from yesterday to years ago, but you are feeling more enjoyable, like you're content right now, you're happy, you're in your happy place right now. Five of Pentacles, yes, a little bit overspending on something, but you're okay with it because you learned. You'll recoup from that in no time. Your health maybe has been a little bit under the weather, and you're gaining that back as well. Your health is starting to return because you've changed the way you're approaching different areas of your life. If there's been a financial loss, you figured out how to make sure that doesn't happen again. If this is your health, perhaps you were feeling, under the weather. Maybe it's because you didn't eat or drink enough, or whatever it happens to be for you. You have figured out your new pattern. Not worrying and stressing about it. You're just changing. And the Empress, yes. finding your inner strength, abundance, patience. You're really taking on the leadership role in not only your actions, but your surroundings and people around you. Because you enfold everybody that you know as family and friends. So this is really encompassing happiness, contentment. And you have already started to get that paid back to you. People are starting to recognize you, starting to, talk you up, that sort of thing. And the Knight of Rods, yeah. You're motivated to making a change, and you're going to do what you know is right for you. You have the confidence, you have the path, you're making a plan, and you will stick with it. There's a trip here in the future for some of you, and it's not, doesn't look like it's like a long distance. Maybe you're just going out, that last week of summer just to have time to unwind, but you are quite enjoying yourself. You're respecting yourself, your space, those around you, and you are taking on the leadership role. So you are probably phoning the other people and getting in touch with them saying, hey, let's do this sort of thing. So you are really owning your own path going forward here. Yeah, Four of Pentacles, hanging on to your finances, absolutely. You have a desire for long-term security. And who can blame you? And you are making sure it's happening. You're not overspending, you're watching your P's and Q's, you're taking care of yourself. You don't overspend because you have a goal in mind. And you're not going to rest until you achieve it. And you will achieve it, because that's how determined you are to make sure that this becomes a thing for you. Yeah, the Star card. Definitely just the beginning stages of change. You're shining your light. People are recognizing you. These are renewal, hope, inner clarity, strength. You have faith in yourself, and your being in the spotlight this week helps you to not only get noticed, but know that you're in the right place, because the light's shining on you and you feel inspired and in a good place for yourself. Yeah, the Wheel. Things are definitely changing, and a little bit faster than what you even thought, which is good, because this is good fortune, turning point, luck, gambling, and is out there too. But I don't think you're going to be doing much of that. Maybe you bought a scratch and win, something like that, and it gives you that few extra bucks, and it just gives you that, yeah, I'm doing okay sort of attitude. So you're really changing something going forward, understanding there's a part of you that is going to the far away, but this is good luck, karma, life cycle, destiny, and a turning point. So there's change on the horizon, and I do mean on the horizon. It's coming at you very quickly here, and you're actually ready for this. You may be a little bit timid, but I think you're ready for this more than you realize. And the Knight of Swords, yes, travel plans. Looks like a unexpected trip by air for some of you. And it's just going to be a quick trip. It's nothing even planned in some cases. It's just getting away, going to have an experience. Maybe you're going to visit somebody you haven't seen in a while, or whatever it happens to be, but you're excited about this. Looks like there's a few relationships that are around you that are cooling off. You're starting to see the true colors of different areas. Though you always do, it's just a matter of when you admit to it. And now you are. So you're cutting some ties with some, and you're okay with that. There's been some people, talking her up the storm, and you're dealing with those as well. If it costs you a few friendships, you're not worried about it, because you're much aware of, what were they bringing to the table anyhow. So you're taking things with a grain of salt, looking into them though. You're not just sweeping them out the door. You're not taking your words back, but you're speaking your mind. Ooh. And the Knight of Cups. So look at that. Definitely travel plans. Looks like by boat for many of you. Now there's going to be a kayak, a cruise line. Wouldn't that be lovely? Some sort of travel by water. And that can be a dinghy in a lake. You know, but you are really just enjoying this time frame. Looks like there could be a little bit of romance coming in for some of you. Now this could be somebody approaching you or you approaching them. And it's puppy love. You know, it's just the beginning stages, however you want to say it. New and exciting, and optimism is through the roof. But you are just in a happier place. There's somebody coming in to actually assist you as well, like an advisor, somebody who knows a little bit more. They're going to guide you and help you on something. And it's going to be truly appreciated. But you are definitely moving forward on a new path. And I really like to see that for you, because you're opening up to all new possibilities. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles. Making sure your finances are in good order. Your accounts are starting to grow. You're really watching your finances right now, because you have a goal that you want to do something here in the very near future, and you're realizing it's going to take a little bit of finances. Maybe you're starting a new business or going into business with somebody else, and you're making sure that it is not going to cost you to achieve your goals. So no matter what it is, you're looking for the best deals, the ones that are going to, you know, less money put in and more coming out. All right, and your Oracle card. Seek out an intellectual solution to your problem. The need to act quickly and decisively. Sudden or unexpected changes. Ain't that the one? And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you again next week. Bye for now.